how to set my signals using our new strategy for those who are trading futures using Royalq. So it is very simple. The first thing you have to look at is the market direction of the signal. Now we are going to be shorting the market, meaning that we can only benefit from this signal if the market goes down or if the market dumps on this particular asset. Which asset? It is called ZRX. It's a cryptocurrency asset. Now the other thing we look at is the first buying amount. We are only exposing 1% to 5% of our capital strictly. I actually maintain it to 5% because there are people who can't start a trade with 1% of their capital, because if your capital is less than $100, that means you can't start a trade with 1%, because 1% of your $100 is $1, and you can't start a trade with $1 on Royalq. You have to be at least $5 and above. That's why actually I recommend 5% for those with little capital. But if you have, let's say, $1,000, you have $10,000, $100,000 and above, you can even use 0.5 of your capital as your first buying amount if you have some good capital, so strictly, guys, don't go beyond 5% of your capital. Now the leverage is 1x to 3x strictly, because right now we are in the month of September and the market is really unpredictable, as the market has always been. It has always been unpredictable, but the month of September there is a lot of happenings. We have the Fed rate cut coming soon on 16th to 17th. That's from you see. Then we have a lot of this and that happening in the market. Remember, generally September is not a good month for crypto. So I shared this signal, by the way, and it delivered actually within a space of not more than 30 to 40 minutes. It delivered for me. Actually, I earned 291 profits from this coin. I always tell people the reality that yes, I earned these profits, but I'm using a decent capital, guys. I'm using a capital of $20,000. Okay, and I assure you that there are no miracles in trading. Leave alone those people who are lying to you that they have flipped accounts, blah blah. Yes, today you can flip the account. It's true, I've ever flipped, but yes, you will lose more than you will actually get in the long run. So stick to compounding, stick to building, not multiplying, not flipping. So let's go ahead and look at this signal, how actually I entered it and all that stuff. Unfortunately, the account I'm using is not the very account I trade on. I'm sorry about that. So the first thing is you open your Royalq account and you come. There are two pages here. There is spot and futures, but we are trading futures, and there are two options here, or pairs. You can quote two or quote currencies. We have USDT and we have USDC. So we are trading USDT if you're not in the Eurozone. If you're in the Eurozone, you can't access Tether or USDT. So you will go for USDC. So the second thing we have to do here, after choosing futures, we shall come here and look for that particular signal. But let's say you are just new, nothing, you've just actually opened your account, blah blah, your mentor has guided you here and there. Make sure that you add coins. You go here and you add other coins here. And the other thing, by the guys, you can add me as your Royalq mentor. Trust God is the name you look for. Trust God, it's here, and no space. It is here the way you see it. You will look for it and it will come here. Here, somewhere here, there is always a plus sign. You just tap on it here and you add me as your mentor. After adding me as your mentor, you can always reach out. You can tap on there, and you can always come here on the message box here, and you come here and you send me that very message. You see, hello mentor, add me to your broadcast. You send this signal. You send the number. Oh, you send me your number. Or you can just copy this number and send me a message on WhatsApp. I'll be happy to help, or on Telegram. So let's go ahead and proceed with how to set this signal. So the first thing we have to look at is the name of the signal. It is called ZRX. So we shall go here on our beautiful Royalq, one of the best trading bots I've ever used. I've used multiple bots, but this is the best, believe me. I'm talking from my experience, not just talking for. So the first thing we shall look at is the name of the signal. It is called, or the name of the currency, it's called ZRX. So we shall come here. Remember, I've told you should go for all, not favorites, because favorites actually refers to the coin you often trade, but all means all the coins that are listed on or that are interfaced by Royalq from whichever exchange you're using. For me personally, I use Binance because it's the best exchange. I always love the best. So the other thing we shall look at is the name of the token. That's it. ZRX is the coin I've shared, but it already delivered some time back. So we shall go and look at this particular coin. So I shared about this coin, or I shared this signal at this particular trade here, or at this particular candlestick here. It was actually around 5 a.m. Ugandan or East African time. You can actually come here and see it. Yeah, it was around 5 a.m. Around 6 there. So that's when I shared the signal, and sorry guys, it's morning here, so I'm allergic to coldness. So around here it delivered, and I was in the market. I was out of the market in no time's time. So yeah, that's how it is. So the thing we shall do here is we shall go for the next thing, which is create. Then we shall come here. There are two pages on this interface. There is long and there is short, but we shall go ahead and look at which direction are we choosing. We are choosing the short direction. This is quite important, guys, quite important. So we shall go for short, but I told you I don't trade on this account. I just use it for tutorials. So the figures you see here are not actually the figures I use for trading. Yeah, so we shall come here and we shall look at there are two pages as well here on this interface. Each Royalq's interface most of the times has two pages, so you have to be extremely careful which page to choose. So we have smart create and we have manually create. So we shall go for manual create, and we shall go here and look for the template we are to choose for the strategy we are to trade with. So the first thing is we shall go and look for the strategy we are going to use. Let me hope you already saved this template or this strategy. If not, you come here and you just actually go to your settings here. Very simple. You go to your you go here and you see here down where there is home, strategy, circle, news, mine. You tap on mine, then you come on my strategy settings here, and you tap on add now, and you come here. Actually there is a video for that particular tutorial. You come here, you put only 2 positions here because we've decreased. I told you in the month of September your take profit should be 2.1 because we want to be out of the market as early as possible. Then our whole profit takeover will be 0.01 because we don't want to squeeze our profits. Then we don't want to delay before Royalq triggers, so we shall set it at 0.1. That's the buying callback. Then the margin configuration will be the first opposing actually percentage will be 10%. The market will have actually the volatility will have to oppose us against, or to oppose us or go against us by 10% for Royalq to trigger again prior to the first position. Then the second or the third position, which is basically the second call, because that's the second time Royalq will be buying itself, or automated. So the second call will be over 20%, having a total opposing direction of 30%. Yeah, after it buys those two, or if it triggers those two. I want to use the word triggering because here we are trading, we are betting on the market direction, not like basically buying or selling, but we are just betting. Yeah, in futures we bet. Yeah, so that's it. And here we shall maintain a one increment on our margin. Margin is the amount of money we expose to the market. We shall maintain 1 increment, Yeah, so that's the first thing we have to do, is we have to make sure that we have this strategy in check. So let's go back and we look for this coin. Chap. I believe you remember all this process. You choose this page of futures, then you come here, you choose all, then you choose the coin, which is actually ZXR. I share this strategies here and this signals here, guys. Then after that, you tap on it, you tap on understand, you tap on create down here, then you choose the page we are going for on this interface, which is short. Then you come here on trade settings down here, you tap on trade settings, then you come here, there are 2 pages always, you tap on manually create, then here you go for my template. You see this? Yeah, you go here. Why were you going here? Where we're going there? To look for this template we are going to be using, the strategy we are going to be using. Now here, when you reach here, if you have, let's say, $100 or blah blah, the first thing you have to do is make sure that the least amount of money here is at least $5. So we shall increase here by at least 9, so that we can have here $5, because you can't start a trade on Royalq if the amount of money you're exposing to the market here is below $5. Let me give you an example. Let me just give you an example. If I say, let me say 1, so it is 4.9, and if I come here before, okay, let's first go for the leverage we're gonna use. The leverage, I said it has to be in between 1x to 3x, meaning here let me use a leverage of 3. Okay, 3. Don't go beyond that, please, guys. Don't go beyond that. The rest of everything is actually in check. We can go actually on margin configuration and we try to check it. Is it in check? Yes, it is check. Then but it can only be in check after you choosing or setting the other template I gave you or the strategy I gave you, guys. Easy peasy, easy peasy. Yeah, so here if we try to save, you see, you look here, if we try to save, it will say first order cannot, you know, the first order cannot be less than 5 what, you know, less than 18.6, you know, 18.6. What is 18.6 tokens of this ZRX? It is equal to $5. You know, each token has a minimum amount of money, or it has a direct corresponding figure to the dollars, you know. Yeah, a direct corresponding figures to the dollars. So here we are looking at direct corresponding figures to $5. That's what we're looking at. So after setting your everything like this, everything is in check. The next step will be saving. You know, yeah, we cross check, is everything the way it has to be. $5 here. If let's say you're trading with $100, if you're trading with $1,000, you know, you come and I share with you what you have to do, no problem. So everything here is in check. We are using a leverage of maximally 3x. That's it, maximally. So our margin call limit has to be 2. Then take profit, it has to be 2.1, because we want to be out of the market as early as possible. Please and please and please, when we are trading futures, as a must, I shared a video about this, always and always use whole warehouse mode. Here you always as a must have to use whole warehouse mode. Never choose a sub-bin mode when you're trading futures. Never choose sub-bin real-time settlement when you're trading futures, because here you will be losing money when you're not knowing. Binance will be closing your positions as stop losses, not take profit. I'm talking about sub positions from the 5th position to the position to infinity. So always choose whole warehouse mode. That's when you won't lose money. I've shared a full video about that, guys. Yeah, so you come here and you save, and that's it. Then after you come here, you tap on, you come here and look for the entry. I always give entries, you know, for people who are not good at taking calls. Yeah, 0.27. It's here, guys. Someone may be asking, what is the entry? The preset price. So it is here 0.275. So where do we insert this entry? We insert it here at buy in price, initial buy in price. So you come here and insert it there, 0.257. Is it that? Or 27? Or 275? Yeah, yeah, 275. I think that's it. So after setting it, you come here and confirm. So after confirming, you let Royalq do the rest of, no, you activate. Sorry guys, you activate create bot. That's it. You let Royalq do the rest. Now for you, you've played your part. The rest of the part is for Royalq to wait for this price to go up and hit our price, because when you look at here, this is 0.275, but this is 0.2706, meaning that we have to wait for this market to go up, because we are shorting, guys. You're not longing. I know people who are used to spot trading, we are used to buy low, sell high, but here we can buy low and sell high, or we can predict low and you know, predict in low, or bet in low and bet out high, or we can bet in high and bet in and bet out low. Any direction you choose. That's the beauty of futures trading. I shared a full video about why I short the market. You can go and watch it on my TikTok you know, handle. I'm using Anchor Investor. That's it. So that's it, guys. Come, we make money. For those who are interested in making money, if you're not interested, please don't come. You can come through. I add you to our community. We have a community here. It's new because I'm not a fan of groups, but it's here. You can actually as well, you know, be part of it. No problem. It's free of charge, guys. You don't have to pay me any money. Actually, all my crypto trading services are completely free. I make my money from trading, as you can see here, from trading, strictly from trading. As I share these signals, I also trade them, and I have some decent capital. That's why I'm able to make some decent money. And the other thing is I have some decent knowledge about trading, and I'm always updated. I always keep myself in the game, in the know about what is happening in the crypto space. So come through. Let's make money together. I'm called Anchor Investor. All trust God on Royalq. Yeah, God bless you. I love you all.